All right, this is Ubaid on behalf of Wheel Electronics, and in this video we'll be talking about your utility maximization rule. Okay, so this is utility maximization rule. So this is maximization rule. And the way this rule works is that the consumer, okay, will consume goods at a point where the utility is the maximum. Okay, so if you have two goods, for example, good A and good B. Yeah, as per your utility maximization rule, which is also called your consumer equilibrium, okay, sort of like your equilibrium for supply and demand, okay, the consumer will choose a combination between A and B where the utility is the maximum. So let's say if good A, okay, if this is $14, okay, and good B, let's say this is $7. Okay, the price for good A is 14 and the price for could be is $7. And let's say this person has $56 to spend. All right, so in that case, if you divide 56 by 14, okay, this will be 56. Okay, you can consume a maximum of 4 units of good A. Okay, so good A, you can consume 4. This is 4 units. Okay, and good B, if you divide 56 by 7, you can consume 8 units. All right, now based on this, if you were to draw a budget constraint line, okay, to understand the utility maximization rule, okay, let's start off with good A, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, and let's say good B, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And assuming that you can either consume good B, 8 units of good B, or 4 units of good A, this is 4, this is 8. Okay, your budget constraint line will be between these 2 points. Okay, so 4 and 8. Okay, and this is what you will use to figure out the combination of goods for your utility maximization rule. Okay, so if you were to set up a table of values, and let's assume this is for good A and B, where okay, producing or consuming 1 unit of good A gives you 22 units of utility. Okay, and consuming 2 gives you 43. Okay, and so on. So let's say this is 63. Let's say this is. All right, and on the other side, you have good B, where consuming 1 unit of good B gives you 16 units of utility. Consuming 2 units gives you 31. Okay, so on and so forth. Okay, this is 45. This is 58. Okay, this is 70. This is 81. Okay, this is 91. And this is 100. Now, if you were to figure out the marginal utility, which is the difference between these two values, okay, let's assume this is 43 take away 22, so 21. This is 63 take away 43, so 63 take away 43. This will be 20. And this one is 81 take away 63, so this is 81 take away 63. This will be 18. All right, and the marginal utility between these two values over here, this is 31 take away 16. Okay, this will be 15. 45 take away 31. This will be 14. 58 take away 45. Okay, let's say 13. Okay, 70 take away 58. This is 12. 81 take away 70. This will be 11. And 91 take away 81. This will be 10. And then finally, this will be 9. Okay, so this is your MU, marginal utility. This will be your marginal utility over here. All right. So we know that marginal utility for 4 units of good A, and we can only consume a maximum of 4 units based on the price because this is $14. This is $14 and this is $7. Okay, so this is 18. Okay, this is your, okay, 18 over there. So what you're going to do is you're going to make another table of values. Okay, for 2, you'll be able to make 4, and for 1, you'll be able to make 2. All right, so these are your points. Okay, so this is point A, this is point B, okay, this is point C, okay, this is point D. All right, so A, B, C, and D. A, B, C, and D. So you've got 4 points. Okay, and the reason again, the reason why you have 4 points is because you can only make 4 units of good A based on the price for good A. All right, so you've got 4 points, and then what you will do is you will list the values for each good, okay, on these 4 points or for these 4 points. So for good A, okay, let's say point A, this is 4 units of good A, and then 2 units of good B. So this is A, GA, and this will be good B over here. Okay, and then this will be 3 units of good A, okay, and then this will be, let's assume, excuse me, this will be 8 units, this will be 6 units. So this is 6 units. Okay, 2 will give you 4 units of good B. And if you allocate raw materials and money from good A, okay, let's say this is one unit of good A, it will give you 2 units of good B. All right, here you have, okay, 4 and 0, okay, 3 and 2. This is the combination. Okay, 2 and 4. Okay, you have 1 and 6. Okay, and 0 and 8. Now we'll figure out the total utility. So at 4 units, okay, you have 4 units of good A. Okay, you have a total of, okay, 81 utils. All right, and this is 0 units, so this will be plus 0. So altogether, this will be 81. All right, at 3 units, okay, you have 63. Okay, so this is 63 over here. And then you have 2 units of good B, which means that this will be, okay, 14. All right, so this is 14. And if you add 63 and 14, this will be 63 plus 14. This is a total of 77. All right, and then you have 2 and 4. This is where, okay, you have, let's assume 43 units. So 43 units. All right, and then down over here you have, okay, a total of, okay, 58 units. So 58 utils. So this is 58 utils. If you add these two together, this is 43 plus 58. That's 101. All right, so for 1 unit of good A and 6 units of good B, okay, you will have a total of two rather, excuse me. So 22 plus you will have 6 units, so 81, which gives you 103. This is your total utility in utils, not your marginal utility. The marginal utility may be 21 between 2 points, okay? However, the total utility will be 22. And at 0 and 8, okay, you will have, okay, let's assume this is, okay, 0 over here, 0 utils, okay, plus 100. So this will be a total of 100 utils altogether. All right, now, if you look at these 2 points, 1 and 6, so this is your combination where you have the maximum utility, okay, maximum satisfaction, so to speak, which is 103 units or 103 utils. As a result of which, if you produce 1 unit of A, 1 unit of good A, and 6 units of good B, this is 6 units of good B, so GB. Okay, you will have 103 utils. So this is 103 utils. All right, so this is 103 utils. And this is the maximum utility you can get out of this table of values, which means this is the maximum utility that you can get when you choose a combination of good A and good B. All right, so as per your utility maximization rule, this is your consumer equilibrium, 180 utils. All right, so this is basically how you figure out your consumer equilibrium using table of values in your graph, okay, as well as your budget constraint, which in this case was $56, okay, and the price of the two goods, okay, $14 and $7 respectively. All right, so that would be it when it comes to your consumer equilibrium utility maximization rule. On behalf of Wheelex, this is Obey. Have yourself a great day.